Okay, it actually tells you.
Okay.
Okay,
Excellent.
so now it's live already, huh?
Okay, everyone. So now this is the formal bit. Formal in the sense that my name is Saifuddin. Just please call me Saif. And on behalf of Bilberries Blue, and together with my program co-director, Ms. Bernadette Senzon, who's based in Hong Kong, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the inaugural session of this first cohort of the Bilberries Blue Youth Stewardship Program. Okay, so maybe a round of applause now to everyone.
What does that sound?
Okay, that's good.
So please, it's clapping.
You can shake like that, you can do like that. You guys can jump up and down because I'm sure you don't have 16 cats with you, right? I'm not kidding. I cannot jump up and down because all the cats will start, jumping up and down. But again, on behalf of Ping An and Bernadette, we wish all of you a happy new year. And we are looking forward to this new year, especially because we are embarking on this journey together. This journey, which we are very sure will be full of possibilities. Right? And this is a journey that is not about a fixed destination together. So as you know, this program is to bring together youths like yourself from different backgrounds, different communities, and you are the first cohort, and we hope to see more cohorts coming in from different countries and different communities. What brings us together at the core is this celebration of human dignity. This stems from the very strong belief that it does not matter where you come from, which country, which background, whether you are from a very good school, an unknown town, or very famous city. We are all bound by one identity, which is, we are fellow humans and we are going on this journey together. The context, I think, is both rich and poignant because we have been facing more or less a whole year last year of the pandemic known as COVID-19, completely and utterly unprecedented in contemporary times. And even for those of you who quickly go onto Google and search pandemic, global history, you will definitely get a hit on things like the Spanish flu. That's for sure, right? But COVID-19 is truly and utterly unprecedented because never in modern living history have we ever had to face something that has hit all countries, all societies, different strata, all at the same time, right? So we face the same sets of challenges, but of course, depending on where we stay, depending on the context, depending on the country or the society we live in, how we overcome them could be slightly different, right? So that's why I would just wanted to set that into context, whereby we are launching this inaugural Bilberry Blues Youth Stewardship Program during a very different and very challenging moment in living history. But that should not deter us from moving forward. And I think that was also that spirit in which this program was born into. Right? The human spirit is both indefatigable, it is strong, it is made stronger by being together. And so we want to celebrate that as well during this journey. But this journey is not just about little speeches like this and, pretty words and buzzwords. So this program will be full of promise and potential as manifested by the youth stewards themselves, the program partners, the mentors, etc. And it will be full also of very substantive materials. You already saw a hint of that through our pedagogical library, things to spark off, the thinking process, to provoke you into thinking about certain issues, etc., etc. And we'll be looking together with you at possible projects that you might be interested in, um, things that you yourself might be coming up with, and together we will journey. As I've told our program partners previously, this will be a journey made together. Right? And I cannot emphasize that enough, because we are all together on this and we will all be the better for it. That is for sure. Okay. And now I pass over to Ms. Bernadette Senzon for a few words as well.
Yes, as I was listening to Saif, yeah, it just reaffirms what we are looking for, which will be to face the world with wonder, not with problems, but with explorations. And this will be made possible with this word that I learned from one of our micro summits. It's not leadership, it's togethership. So, which means we're all the same. There is no one higher, there's no one lower, there's no one at the right, and there's no one on the left. So we have this new word that maybe we could use it as a byword, and which means togethership instead of leadership. Yes, we're all together in this journey of exploration and wonder.
Maybe now we can hear from Pingen, who brought us all together.
She gets very nervous when she's put on a spot like this. So Bilberries Blue has been a 20-year journey of entrepreneurism and sustainable entrepreneurism. In the last 5 years, there is and just an unfolding. I think right around 2015, we pretty much gathered that something was really missing in a lot of the work we do, whether we were getting estranged from ourselves or getting estranged from people around us, or getting estranged from the earth, right? And I use this word estranged because there's this text that really kind of helped me set it, the framing of economics and economics development and politics and marketplace, right? And community and citizenry and participation. So very, very big words. But essentially this was really the inquiry that had brought us all together from different walks of life that basically formed Bilberries Blue, and which now culminated in our own proprietary model and approach called the Economics of Universal Wellbeing, or TUBE for short. So the 9 lecture series, 10 actually, was worked through last year during the pandemic, and it's now all available on our YouTube channel. So this is how we have really emerged and unfolded since 2015. And of course, no one saw the pandemic coming. But what we were doing was we were keeping very close track with social enterprises of 2007, Grameen Bank. So the whole evolution is there. And when the pandemic hit, it accelerated our work and it crystallized. And it's now an applicable model, okay? But when we were then saying in 2021, how would we then share this with the world, and who do we start with? The call from the youth basically really touched and moved us the most, and we felt it was the most urgent place that we could meet with the youth, you know, and to hear and to listen very deeply. So this program it's not for us to lecture. I don't think any of the adults can say that anymore anyway, after what we've gone through last year. Everything has changed. The marketplace has changed significantly. And the opportunity, of course, is the call of duty to respond to where we are as a civilization, right? So we are in a new civilization, and a lot of the deep work done by United Nations Development Program. In fact, that's how I got introduced to Dr. Maliki. We have a common friend who's in UNDP, and I had approached her and learned from her about sustainable development goals. There's a great website by the Stockholm Resilience Center and Jeffrey Sachs' work on the age of sustainable development. So these are the really nuggets, right, that we're already putting on to bringing it out, right? Like now we are 20 minutes into the program, because we're not losing time, because the time is now. And the way Bilberries Blue culture is that whatever you hope to see in the future, we're building from the future, live it now. So you think the world should be like this, then you live it now. The world should be like this, the world shouldn't be like this, then don't live it. Like now, like right now, today. And I think I met with Temasek Junior College again, reacquainted. I'm an alumnus of Temasek Junior College, and proudly so. And I was at the Student Leadership Congress. And this was kind of, when I was preparing for it, I realized we cannot tell you that we're even one page ahead of you as the youth. You're all on the same page, or maybe the page isn't even written yet. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a really, really good thing. But we have lots of resources available, and no one is alone. And if we want to remember one thing about SDG, it is no one left behind. So that's our commitment. Our commitment is to yourselves, to everybody, to the communities that you belong to the world that we belong to. So that's really the heart, right, of this program. It's gotten to a point where I actually hesitate to call things program, but everybody just tell me, you got to use some words that some people understand. But actually what it is that we hope we live together and we get to know each other by personal names, by who we are. So it's not so much, oh, this is for Bilberries Blue, or this is for the program, or what, you know. We are brought together in the same space-time. And that is actually, if you look at the whole vastness of the cosmos, really quite a miracle that the few of us can be together and get to know each other and spend our lives with each other, right? So that's really what this thing is about. Program, okay, I'll call it program. If not, they will scold me. I get a lot of scolding. So I'm like, okay, one more thing. If I talk too much or anybody talks too much, you'll just ask for this rose here. This is from a Montessori idea, from Maria Montessori herself. She devised this for preschoolers. Okay. So essentially, adults and youths fight as well. And we dissent and all that. Without dissent, there's no freedom anyway. Without freedom, there's no dissent. I don't know what I'm talking. It's being recorded, getting really nervous now. Okay, but this is the peace rose or the blue rose, and we really have all the different pots for all season. Every pot, every season in life and in the climate, you know, and the geology of Earth and all that has a season, and we're just in that season, right? This is kind of winter, but for Bilberries Blue, we created equinox and solstices. We have stewards, Bilberries Blue stewards. We have Bilberries Blue interns. Every intern intern group has a mentor. This is the youth steward group. Youth stewards group also have the youth stewards mentors. So that's how we've been growing. Winter, and then Peace rose to tell Peng Yan to zip her mouth. And then yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, lost my train of thought completely in my excitement over the blue rose.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Don't worry about train of thought, because all our trains have left the station. Right, Peng Yan? So I love mixing metaphors. That's what happens when you have a humanities education like myself, right? Yeah. I'm one of these weird Singaporeans who never did science and engineering and maths, and I can't count to save my life. Right? For me, 1 + 1 = 11. Ask Peng Yan.
I'm an accountant, so I count for him. So Saif,
she counts for me. So what I propose is maybe we could go around a little bit as well, and maybe get a short self-introductions from our program partners. And I further propose maybe we can do a little bit in alphabetical. So Malaysia, followed by the Philippines, and then Singapore. Although maybe ago we'll say we are the Republic of Singapore, so it's an R. Right, but never mind. Let's go with, and the Philippines might say we're a T because we're the Philippines. But let's not go into semantics. And maybe I could then just call on first Dato Maliki, and then Annalisa from Tangkalan in the Philippines, and certainly last but not least, Mr. Marcus Goh. So if everyone's okay with that, maybe we'll hear from Dr. Maliki first.
Yeah, thank you, Saif. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Maliki. Call me Maliki, it's okay. From International Youth Center. So I'm happy with you, and I want to say, I wish you good luck for this program. Thank you.
Maybe you would like to say a little bit about the International Youth Center, about the students and how, sorry, the stewards, sorry, excuse me, how you went about, you know, and
okay. IYC, or International Youth Center, is a foundation under the Ministry Youth and Sports Malaysia. And as a director, I'm here for more than 6 years. And then before this, I was the president for Malaysian Youth Council, and we did our evaluation and we advertised to all youth in Malaysia. Now this is the best 12 we have, and actually we got a lot, than 100 apply for this. So thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, nice. Well, those who couldn't make it to this, you know, who knows, maybe we'll be able to admit them for future cohorts. So there's this is a journey of possibilities after all. So there's always the possibility of a place for future cohorts. So thank you so much. So could we maybe hear from Annalisa in Tangkalan right now? Hello. 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 Hi. Hi, Tangkalan.
Hi.
Hello. We'll need a bit of lighting, I think. It's a bit dark. We see the silhouette. It's real dark. It is a bit dark.
Very dark.
No problem. Take your time.
Introduce naman. Ay, buo lang sa ano.
Get the light switch.
Parang hindi rin. Wala talaga. Ay, wala talaga.
We'll just change our location so that you can see us clearly.
Thank you.
Transfer from
That's fine.
We will transfer at the outside.
Sure. While they are doing the transferring, would you like to just introduce yourself and Dangkalan itself to the rest?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Annalisa Arevalo, Barangay Captain of Barangay Dangkalan. And for now, we are very grateful for this opportunity us to be one of your programs sponsor of this Bilberries Blue, and we're very thankful for this Zoom meeting for us to communicate and we will be grateful for this Zoom meeting, and we our 12 youths are not present today. Maybe next session we'll able to complete these 12 youths participants. Yes. Thank you.
Not at all. Thank you, Annalisa. Thank you. And we hope to see the other youth stewards by the next session when you've gotten all of them together. So we look forward to that. Thank you. So may I now ask Mr. Marcus Goh to say a few words and introduce Temasek Junior College, which according to Peng An is the bestest junior college ever created in Singapore, in the region. Some say possibly Batam and Bintan as well, to paraphrase the yellow boot wearing contractor.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Marcus. My students commonly just call me I'm the Deputy Dean at Temasek Junior College. So as Peng Yan shared earlier, it's her alma mater. So we're very grateful to be able to link up with her and be part of this this project. So I would say that my students are taking part in this. I'm pretty sure they're all very excited to get started. This is in fact a 1 month stint for them while they're waiting for their peers from other schools to enter Temasek Junior College, where they will begin their studies from February onwards. Yeah, so I have a colleague who's assisting me and in terms of mentoring this group of students. Curly is there. Curly, maybe you just want to wave. Yeah, so Curly is helping me to mentor the students. At the same time, liaise with Peng Yan or any other mentors. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now I'm just waiting for, okay, great. They've moved the, okay. Now just asking them to unmute. Okay. Annalisa, can you unmute so that we can hear from you as well at any time? Okay. So let me again just gently remind anyone else who is able to switch on their camera to please do so, so that we'll be able to see one another, and slowly but surely we'll be on a first name basis. So that will be great. Right. And at some stage, like Peng An, maybe you'll want to be on first name basis with each of my 16 cats as well. But this is too soon on this journey. Okay. Okay. So they are settled in. So that's great. So for Bernadette, maybe you want to start off on this journey by looking at some of the materials that we have.
Yes, actually, I've been involved in the formation of youth. Originally, my background is on banking and finance, but at the same time, in the process, I have always been in touch with the youth. So the youth is fascinating because many times people will say the youth are the future. But actually, it is only one half of the story, because the youth are the future, but also the seniors like me are also the future. Because what we can say is it's got to be intergenerational, right? Because the future will say, the youth will say, they're from the old school. They are already written off. They don't relate with us. We don't understand them. So they're no longer relevant. That's what they say, right? But the seniors will say they don't know anything. They're not wise. They don't have life's experience. So we cannot trust them. So the youth are very impatient, we will say. But we want to make an impact of the world. Impacts, but we don't know what impact of the world means actually. And the seniors will say, how can you make an impact when you don't have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the age? So that's why I think this is a very good time. It's togethership again. I use the word togethership. And I attended once Micro Summit, which is the first project of Bilberries Blue. I think it was 2019 or 2018, right? So the one who was speaking had a 18-year-old daughter. And she said, Mom, don't you ever, she said, don't you ever say to the girl that the future is in our hands. She said, no, the future is not in your hands. The future is in both our hands. The mentors, the seniors, and the youth. That's why he said, she said, you have to change your idea that this is, the youth is, the future is not in the hands of the youth alone. The future is in both our hands. That's why it's called intergenerational. So in this journey, which I started to think about it, Saif told me, we have to make them powerful. How do you make yourself powerful? we have to empower them. And I said, how can we empower you? Because you've got no experience, if I say, you've got no knowledge, you've got very little self-confidence. So all these are, in a way, they are like blind spots. You don't have the confidence to face the Prime Minister, let's say, of Singapore. How can I face the Prime Minister of Singapore? I'm nobody. But in this journey, we will not say I'm nobody. I am really somebody, because I am who I am. And that is why the first step that we have to think about is nothing to do with accomplishments. It's nothing to do with achievements. It's not that. It's that we are responsible for making the best of who we are. And this is the first step. When you say, I'm from Dangkalan, I am from a very small, we can say, because I also come from the Philippines, so I can speak the language. They say, I come from this barangay, which means the town council. How can I be confident in facing someone from Temasek Junior College? And this program is going to help us. We are all the same. It's one equalizer, because it's not because of where I come from or what school I attended or where my parents were, but it is the dignity that we are who we are. And that is the first journey that we will explore. I would say that's why we say the world is in our hands, but we can't explore by our youth. We have to have the mentors to be able to explore. That's why it's not about achievement, it's not about accomplishment, but it's about being proud who I am. And that is the first W of the 4 Ws. That's why I am here. Besides my training in banking, I am also a life coach. So if there is anything that we want to attempt to explore, that is why this program is called the Tube. How do you say that again, Ping An? The Tube. The
economics of universal well-being.
Universal well-being. So universal well-being, it's not only about physical, it's not about education, but it's about the whole person. I am not saying being, because being for me is like, I am a human being. Oh, the plant is a being, the animal is a being, but I say I am a person. So that's why this tube is going to help me to be proud of my person. I am a person, I have an identity, and I will explore how to enrich that identity. That's the first step in this program.
Ping, you're mute.
Shall I flash the?
Yes, I was about to suggest.
Yeah. So
we're
that
going to share screen with you.
So Saif, maybe we can add something to that. Maybe we can ask the stewards to introduce themselves a little bit.
Yes, why not? I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Again, can you stop sharing for a little bit?
Okay. So we are at the 4 Ws, just to frame. Okay. So number one is the first W, who am I, right?
Yes, who am I? So that's segues us perfectly. Can you
self-introduce?
Can you
yes, I'm trying to see a little closer. Yes,
okay.
Perfect.
So this is the self-introduction part, right? And I think the old fogies in general. I'm just counting myself and Ping An, by the way, right? Because everyone else is younger than us. Wink, wink. Okay. So I would love to hear from everyone. We would love to hear from everyone. I will not take it in alphabetical order. I will perhaps just go through the screen um, for the introduction. In particular, those who didn't get to introduce themselves even just now, right? So maybe Chantel, if you don't mind starting off.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Hi, Chantel.
I'm Chantel. I'm from Temasek Junior College. Uh,
A little bit more about yourself.
my favorite subject is math. And my favorite sport is taekwondo.
Okay, great, thank you. Next up is Abigail. You don't have to follow any formula. Introduce yourself, your likes, your dislikes, things you wouldn't tell your parents. Although this is being recorded, we will not break faith with you. Don't worry. You know. So next up, Abigail.
Hi, I'm Abigail. I'm from Temasek Junior College, and I like cats.
You like cats? Join the club. Maybe a subsection of the youth stewardship program will be people who like cats and people who don't like cats. We can be binary about this. Any other interesting things you would like to share about yourself? This portion is who am I? So what would you like to share about you?
I hope I can help people in the future.
Oh, great, that's fabulous. We all share that same aspiration. Okay, next up, Shinoshavika. Is that how I should pronounce it?
Hello and good evening. My name is Shinoshavika and you all can call me Ika.
Ika. Okay. Hi, Ika.
I'm 21 years old this year and now I am a full-time student at University Malaysia Kelantan. I'm taking the course of husbandry animal because I love animal and I have 2 cats also.
Oh, 2 cats. Nice. Well, I grew up in a village, and yes, when there was a time when there were villagers in Singapore, and amongst other things, I raised chickens. Yes, Ping An knows. And my brother used to have a goat farm up in Kuala Selangor. So I would go up there 3 times a year. And when I was in the UK as a student, once every week, I would help my friend who's a veterinary student to ride the horses because they need the exercise. Actually, I need the exercise more than the horses because I get fat easily. You know. So welcome, Shafika. Okay, next up we have Amir Arif.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day to everyone. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the entire Bilberries Blue members for this amazing opportunity, for choosing me in the part of the family and in the journey of possibilities. So about me, my name is Muhammad Amir Arif bin Muhammad Maliki. You guys can call me Amir. I'm currently 20 years old, and I'm currently pursuing my first degree in mechanical engineering at University Malaya. And yeah, I'm really excited to be in this program, and I hope that I can learn many new things, and hopefully that I can create a very friendship in the process. And yeah, hopefully that I can see you guys and work together with you guys in the future. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the introduction. Amir, has anyone ever told you you have a very, very good radio voice?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You're not the first.
See?
For sure.
Wow, see how observant I am. May I ask another question? Is it genetic?
Um,
Did you inherit this from someone?
I think
The lovely radio voice?
I think not. I think my family, I'm the one who have this
Oh,
radio voice.
so
Yeah.
it skipped a generation, in other words.
Yeah.
See, the world is full of possibilities. You see, you can actually skip a couple of generations, even for certain traits.
True.
Hey, great. So next up, we have Marivic Benedict. Is that the right way to say your name?
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, my name is Marivic Benedict, and I come from a very minority races in Malaysia, which is Kiput. Barely no one knows that. But then currently I'm taking Bachelor of Economics in University Malaya, and my hobby is singing. Looking forward to gain new experience in this, should I call it program also, in this program, and so that I can inspire my community and then bring more youth to join this type of program. Yeah, that's all for me.
Oh, that's nice. Right. Well, that's Sarawak, right?
Yeah, Sarawak.
Well, I don't know it very well, but my nephew, who is from Banting Morip in Selangor, he is a teacher and he used to teach in Sarawak in the Pendalaman for about 5.5 years. So obviously he's been in the past always inviting, uncle, come visit me, bring me more food, right? So he may know your side of Sarawak. Who knows, right? I'll ask him and find out more, right? So don't say things like, no one knows about where I come from and all that. You'll be surprised. The world has become so much smaller, right? Thank you for that, Marivic. So next up, we have Noras Leana. Is that right?
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Okay, my name is Noras Liana Saleh. I'm 21 years old. UKM, Bachelor of Economy. I like my life lah. I like keep cat by my parents does not allow me to keep cat at my house.
Oh. So where do you keep them if they don't allow you to keep them at home? Where do you secretly hide them?
I hide them at my father's house at estates.
See, I knew it, right? The world is full of possibilities and many hiding places, right? So what else would you like to share about yourself?
That's all maybe.
Okay, thank you very much. Next up, we have Shannon Ang. And is that the Bridge of San Francisco or is that Penang Bridge?
I honestly have no idea. I don't know why this is my background, but hello, my name is Shannon Ang. I'm 16 this year, and I hate to break this streak of cat lovers, but I like dogs more. And my hobby is just doing different kinds of sports because I like being active and stuff. Yeah, that's all I think.
Well, nothing to be sorry about not knowing the bridge, so long as it's not the bridge over troubled waters. And don't get me wrong, I love dogs as well. Remember, my brother used to have the goat farm. So he used to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 Austrian dogs, right? And we used to regularly train them and feed them, and
Nina, tengok dia je nak.
I love dogs. I just can't have one for certain reasons, especially not least of all, the 16 cats would enjoy playing with that dog too much. But I'm a dog lover too, Shannon. Okay,
It's a lot of
thank you.
cats. Thank you.
Next up, we have L. Sharan. And maybe you would like to tell us what L stands for, Sharan?
Hi, a very
Hi.
good evening. I'm Sharan, son of Loganathan. So L is stand for my father's name, Loganathan. Sharan, son of Loganathan. And I'm a future educator. And I firmly believe not all education begins in classroom. And first of all, I never thought I would be a teacher. My ambition from since childhood to become an engineer. And till today, I believe I can become an engineer. Maybe as a teacher one day, I can become a human engineer, maybe rewire the thinking of the future generation, something like that. And something about me, I'm also a debater and I'm also a sports person. And I'm currently 21. I think that's it about me.
Oh, that's fabulous. Peng An's husband was trained as an engineer. I'm not sure what he does these days, except from, making sure Peng An is well fed. But I think he still has some engineering background to him. I think, not so sure. He does something on, artificial intelligence and IT and whatever. But more importantly, educators are all around us. I think each and every one of us, we are educators in our own right. And certainly through this program, I hope we will be able to teach one another and educate one another on many, many things. All right. So I really look forward to that as well. My late father was a teacher as well. But of course, he used to teach me with one very important tool, which was called Encik Rotan, Mr. Kane. Right? Yeah, I learned a lot of things from Mr. Kane. But anyway, jokes aside, education is a very noble profession. So that is something fabulous to pursue. Next up, we have Justin Chia. Is that correct?
Yes. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Justin.
Hello. My name is Justin Chawanshan. Just call me Justin. And I'm a first year mechatronic engineering student from University Science Malaysia. I like to play with robot and programming stuff, and also I would like to play with instrument as well, musical instrument. But because I'm not really good in singing, so I would prefer a musical instrument that doesn't require me to sing, like fingerstyle guitar, violins, and piano lah. But I'm not really good at those, just normal lah. Yeah, that's all for me.
I think you're very modest. People who usually say that they're not good at something is usually amazing and fantabulously good at it.
No.
So this is what we call the modesty of human beings, and that's great. We should all be modest. So, but that's good, and we look forward to you singing, especially with Peng An. In fact, she has already set up the rights for us to record music. We will not run afoul of intellectual property rights and the such. And Peng An, you can jump in right now to tell everyone the good news.
So my passion is sustainable entrepreneurism, meaning whatever anybody says the marketplace cannot do, we do. So anyway, I get this evil laughter when I do that. But whether it's so anyway, on the music, I tested through DistroKid distribution, and I signed up for up to 5 artists. One of it is myself. I tested it. I used to do spoken word in Boston before, and so it's a really very exciting thing, right? Suddenly I find myself on Spotify, on iTunes, Amazon Music, and iTunes, and I'm actually like, what have I done to myself, right? It took a click of a button. It took me recording myself on the phone. Okay, and it was also during COVID last year when I was actually the BCP officer, the Business Continuity Planning Officer for a farm business. And it got to a point when I realized it wasn't about telling somebody what to do, but it was singing was actually one of the most powerful way that we could share without words, right? Although songs are in words, with each other. So I started shifting because the BCP leaders were telling me, no more giving people facts and risk assessments. They are going to hide under the covers if you tell them any more about the probability statistics and etc. etc. They don't really want the facts. They know the facts. There's enough information out there. Also equally a number of misinformation which we've cautioned everybody about negative narrative contagion and everything. So the most positive thing we could do was to turn up and sing. And I made some videos, and over the 12 months, not in a planned way, but in a need response way for myself and for others. Because sometimes when you get to a place where you feel helpless, yeah, you have to acknowledge you feel helpless. And somehow a song, I'm fascinated with songs, right? And pop songs, you know, although I'm supposed to be a spoken word artist. So the category that I put the music distribution was spoken word, so that I cover myself because I'm singing covers and I'm singing off key and everything, and then pop song, right? So that's how I inquire about pop songs in the commercial musical distribution. So Justin is nodding his head. So we can form a band, okay, the lot of us, okay, because that considered as one artist. See how sneaky I am, right? Because we get up to 5, right? So form a band, and then we just load the thing, right? And our voices really essentially gets distributed, and it is it's done in a way that essentially we can use it on videos, but it's underlying this whole 18-month journey. It's to really have the traction to the marketplace. So what I did was to set this up so that the youth or anybody who's in Bilberries Blue journey, essentially we're throwing ourselves right in the marketplace. We're not going to wait anymore and say, because it's evolving. Even in businesses, we don't do business plans anymore. It's actually week to week. Okay, I don't tell people that, but maybe now it's recorded. But it's actually day to day, week to week, because it's just evolving too fast. The word adaptation doesn't even make any more sense. It's every day, like 10 channels here, right? Like the WhatsApp is the walkie-talkie kind of thing. So aside from that, on the music side, I think it's really fun. You can record your poems. You can record. Oh yes, I also sent some stuff out into SoundCloud and CC Mixter, and someone actually took the poem and made a song out of it. So it's really exciting. It's a very exciting world, right? SoundCloud has 175 million listeners. I cannot process that, you know. And then through this DistroKid, that it's like, it's into Spotify, and suddenly it's like I type my name on the Spotify, and it turns out it's scary. So voice and participation go together. Voice is the journey I've taken very much with another group, which is the artists. They're not here today, and it's under an organization called Charcoal. Bilberries Blue has 12 incubatees. Yeah, I call somebody a serial entrepreneur when they hit 12 incubatees. Yes, so qualified for that. The journey that I took regarding participation and citizenry and agency is Miss Washima Boyal in the corner there. She's just popped up from India, from Indo. Later, Saif, maybe we close with the pedagogy and what do we do with the materials.
And she'll get a chance to introduce herself as well.
So don't let me talk, I'm off now. Okay,
Yeah,
on the piece rows, on the rows, right, very quickly, very fast homework is everybody after this session, go and make one rose. And then for the next session, just hold it up, okay? If you want.
When you want to have the speaking rights.
Yes, okay?
Yeah.
Very, done. So you'll ask me what to do, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I wanted Pengen to jump in because when Justin talked about music and all that, so one of the possibilities you can do is record yourself. And as she said, you can do music, you can read poetry. As we already know, Amir Arif has very good radio voice. You could pen stories together, for example, collaborate, and then upload that, for example. I see quite a number of potential K-pop, aspirants. So if you can dance, sing, you could form your own and then kick BTS out of the charts.
And we will publish it through
and we will
Bilberries
publish
Blue.
it.
Yeah, through Bilberries Blue
Absolutely.
and Charcoal and any of our entities because we have 12.
So this is
12
your journey of
petals.
possibilities.
Yes.
I hope you all are starting to realize, that the possibilities are all there, and this is just us making baby steps in the introduction, so not to overwhelm you. So speaking of introductions, we will continue. Now we are moving into, is it Sumuyu? Am I saying it right?
Hello, my name is Xu Muyue.
Simuyue. Hi.
Yeah, you can call me Muyue.
Muyue.
I'm a student from Temasek Junior College, and I'm
Hi.
17 years old.
Hi.
I have many hobbies.
Name 20 of them, please.
20.
The top 20, yeah.
Badminton, playing badminton, singing, dancing, reading books, traveling.
Nice.
Yeah, and a lot. Watching videos.
Do you see Pengen smiling away? She built her life around badminton, right? She spent 3 years in Cambridge not studying and only playing badminton, usually coming into my room all hot, sweaty, asking for food and drink and not studying. So my job was to use the same rotan, the cane that my late father gifted to me, and I would cane her to go and study, so that she would at least get a C, I mean, that was what I promised the parents, basically, So now she's very happy because now I think she's going to ask you to go play badminton with her at least 3 times a week, Feel free to refuse her, okay?
Rule number 1, do not believe
Rule number 1.
everything that Uncle Saif tells you. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong program. It's not the Uncle Saif
This is the wrong program.
We have been working very closely together for 2 years and we've known each other for 30 years. So
too long. Okay, thank you so much, Muyue.
Thank you.
So, silly question. Are you related to Mulan?
No.
Okay, never mind. But that was an important question. Okay, next up we have Firdaus Nur Azli. You need to unmute, Firdaus.
Sorry.
Okay.
So, hello, hi everyone.
Hi.
Yes, so yeah, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everyone. So, I'm very grateful that I've been selected for this program. So, I hope I can boost my self-confidence and get a new knowledge and to become a better person for the future. So, firstly, my name is Muhammad Nur Firdaus bin Razli. So, everyone can call me Daus. I am from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I am 21 years old. So currently I'm doing diploma in sport studies in local university in Malaysia. And my hobby is to play futsal and badminton, also playing games. And last but not least, I hope that I can meet everyone in the future. Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you for that introduction, Firdaus. I can already see a mini badminton league being set up, and perhaps, Justin could come up with a robot that you guys could play against, and then that would be one of the amazing projects that maybe can come out of it, right? I know the robot probably will win, because that seems to be the shape of the world. Artificial intelligence and machines are just, defeating us left, right, center.
But
Look at Ping
not
An, right?
in
She's just
badminton.
raring to like, you know,
Yeah.
prove me wrong, and that's why I'm challenging her. I know which buttons to push, you know,
The mute
when it
button.
comes to her.
The
Yeah.
mute and
So
unmute button.
Justin, you know, badminton robot, okay? Fabulous. Okay, so next up we have Tan A Jin. Is that right? Me calling
Yes.
that?
Hi everyone. My name is
Hi.
Ijin.
Ijin. Hi, Ijin.
I'm 20 years old. I'm studying law currently in my second year in Taylor's University. While I am unsure about a lot of things in my life, I do know that I don't want to be a lawyer for the long term. And yeah, I come from Malacca, and I'm sorry, my dogs are barking.
It's okay.
I'll have to join Shannon with the Dog Lovers Club. I come from Malacca, and people from Singapore, I'm sorry, we have better chicken rice here.
Nothing to be sorry about. What else would you like to share about yourself?
My friends call me Engine sometimes because of the spelling of my name. So I always joke that I'll vroom vroom into your hearts. So people are afraid how much they'll love me.
That's fine, you know. And it's I mean, let's be very brutally honest here, right? It's always better to be loved, right? So you can vroom or vroom vroom or vroom 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 vroom, you know, into people's hearts all you want. That's not an issue. And speaking of vroom vroom, I used to vroom up to Malacca at least 3 times a year before COVID. Because during the Lunar New Year, during Chinese New Year, I would go and visit my godsons because they are half French and half Malacca. And for Chinese New Year, I would go there to visit them and give them their red packets. Although they live in Singapore, but Chinese New Year will be there. The rest of the year, I will go there to go eat the chicken rice, the ice kacang, the Peranakan food and whatnot. Right? And of course, you have 2 different types of chicken rice, right? The chicken rice and the chicken rice ball, or chicken ball rice, or ball chicken rice, or ball. So, I mean, it's a whole number of permutations. I never know where to put the ball in, you know, when talking about Malacca chicken rice until today at this age. But it is good. So, doesn't matter where the ball is. Okay. So, welcome, Agent. So, last but not least, oh no, we still have a couple more, but now we have Morven because
and the
he's the last one in photo.
Dangkalan.
Yes, yeah. So Morven.
Hi, my name is Morven. Just call me Morven.
Okay. Hi, Morven.
I'm from Kuala Lumpur, but currently I'm in London. And unfortunately, I'm not a cat lover. Yeah.
How about dogs?
Plus, not really an animal lover.
How about badminton?
Okay, when it comes to sport, I prefer jogging. I'm bad in badminton. I play football, I play rugby, so around there, yeah. And yeah, I think that's all about me.
Really? There's so much more you can let us know. For example, do you like fish and chips?
No, I miss Malaysian food a lot. So
well, there's Malaysian Hall down at Marble Arch.
Yes, near Bayswater.
Yeah, and I used to go there all the time. Yeah, for less than 5 quid, which is less than £5, you get like, you know, a really, really nice meal, including teh tarik. And usually a pretty kakak that serves the meal as well.
Oh, very interesting information. Yeah.
But of course, this is all ancient history, yeah, because Ping An and I belong to an era when the EU did not yet exist.
Oh.
And we could not go from London to Paris on a fast train, only the ship, the ferry. So again, you know, all this is ancient history. But I'm sure there's still some pretty kakak there serving good food at the Malaysian Hall at Marble Arch. Quite sure of that. Maybe Dr. Maliki will confirm or deny that for me at some stage. I'm sure he has connections. Okay, thank you, Marvin. Okay, may I also ask Dang Kalan
Isaac Isian.
individually to come up close to the screen and individually present yourself? Hi. Yes.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
Hi. Hi.
Nice meeting you. And I'm glad that I've been part of this Bilberry Foundation. I think it's foundation. Then I am Janelle Enadito. You can call me Nell. And I'm a future educator taking up Bachelor in Technical Vocational Teachers Education, major in Hotel and Restaurant. And I'm proud son of farmers. And I love singing, but I'm not quite good. And I'm sorry, just a little bit nervous.
Don't worry. Miss Ku Pengen is more nervous than you. So you're fine. You're doing absolutely fine. I mean,
Yes,
for one thing, you're well color coordinated. So, you know, that already shows you don't have any nerves or anxiety.
Yeah, okay. And I'm friendly also. I love yeah, I love socializing. That's one of my that's one of my hobby. I like to socialize with other people, gaining friends. Just like today, it's a good opportunity that I've met all of you here, and you'll be my friend. I know.
I think we're already all friends now, you know, and that's fabulous.
Yeah, thank you.
So maybe you can kick off at some stage by recording a song about friendship.
Yeah.
On the platform that Ping An was talking about, you know, and that would be fabulous. And you can do a solo, or you can rope in some of the other youth stewards and surprise us. You know?
Yes, it's good.
Great.
Next.
Thank you, Anto. Next.
Yeah.
Could you ask one of your friends as
They're
well?
shy.
No, please.
Next. Is he going? Oh my.
Come. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Angelica Eledan. I am currently a first-year student taking up Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering at Aklan State University.
How fabulous, Angelica. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Who do you like? Who do you don't like?
I love reading books. And
Right.
that's one of my hobbies, and that's all.
So are you a good singer, not a good singer? Do you play the violin? Are you concert level pianist?
I just know how to sing, but not that good.
Oh, as usual, the modesty of the Philippines. When they say they can't sing, right? They probably will win, you know, one of those contests in America or the UK. Nice to meet you, Angelica.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Okay, another one of your friends, please.
Hi everyone.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. My name is Mel Felix Alba. I love singing and playing the guitar.
Of course.
And I'm studying at Aklan Catholic College. I'm taking Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management.
So you play the guitar. You play classical or do you play acoustic guitar?
Acoustic.
Acoustic. Nice. That's what I started learning a long time ago. I can't play anymore.
Next. Why?
So why? Because the problem is you need proper fingers to plug the guitar, and my 16 cats keep scratching them when I want to play the guitar. So very hard to play guitar. Yeah. They want to play as well, so they keep scratching my hands to stop me from playing. In the future sessions, we could have you opening the session by playing us a little tune on your guitar. How about that? Would you mind doing that?
I'll think about it.
Sure. As usual, you know, we won't force you. We will just find ways to make you do it.
Okay.
I never force people to do something against their will. I just make sure that they will do what I like them to do. No, I'm just joking. You know, we would love to hear, you know, any one of you, not just from the Philippines, from Dangkalan, but any one of you who would like to perform, who would like to sing, who would like to do a puppet show, and you are free to volunteer to start off any session with that. We would love any expressions of creativity. Okay, now somebody else from Dangkalan? See you.
Hi everyone. My name is John J. Turalde. Hi. My name is John J. Turalde and my short name is J. And I studying Aklan State University with the course Bachelor of Technical Vocational
Nice.
Teacher Education, major in Hotel and Restaurant Services, and I like singing and dancing, but that's good.
So, what are you better at, singing or dancing?
But
which are you? Which one are you better at in your most humble opinion? Singing or dancing?
Dancing.
Dancing. Okay. Would you allow us the privilege in the next session to be the judge of that? So you sing as well as you dance. Then we will make up our mind for you. How about that? Do you mind doing that?
Yeah, sure.
Fabulous. Okay. Yes. So I'm looking forward to that, Jay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, next one.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. My name is Nika Kimberly and I Arevalo. You can call me Nika.
Hi, Nika.
Hi, and I am second year college student taking up BS Information Technology. And just like Angelica, I also love reading books and fun.
Nice. So are you good at singing?
Nah, I don't like singing and dancing.
Oh no, Bernadette, you know, might be smiling, but inside she cannot accept the fact that somebody from the Philippines doesn't like singing. No, no. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Do you play any musical instruments?
I don't.
You don't? How about robots? Do you like robots?
No.
No? You like badminton?
Yeah, I play badminton.
Ah, see, we have a tournament league already. Yes, across 3 different countries. Okay, this is fabulous. Okay, so you love playing badminton. What do you think about playing against a robot? What do you think? Who do you think will win, the robot or the human badminton player?
I think it's human.
The human. Okay, Justin is smiling because he's devising a robot now in his mind that will beat all of you whether you play singles or doubles or triples or quadruples. Right? See, he's plotting it already in his mind. I can see that. Thank you so much. Anybody else in Dangkalan?
Hello, guys.
Hello. Hi.
My name is Angelica de la Cruz, and I'm first year student at Garcia College of Technology, taking up BS Information Technology also.
Nice.
And I love dance also.
Nice. What kind of dance? Ballet, modern jazz, ballroom dancing, K-pop, J-pop? What kind of dance?
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Wow, that's nice. Would you be open to doing a series of teaching tutorials on YouTube for those of us who have 2 left feet? Like I cannot dance, for example. I have 2 left feet. You know, so maybe you can devise a simple tutorial on how to do hip hop for people like me. What do you think? Possible?
I will try.
Fabulous. All right. Fabulous. Right. Don't worry. No pressure. Take as much time as you need to think about that. You know. What else do you like apart from hip hop? What else?
Lip sync. No more na.
Normal. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Anyone else in Dangkalan?
There's no more left, sir.
There's no more?
Yeah.
No problem. But I believe next session, there'll be a couple more joining us. Is that right?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Looking forward to that. Okay.
We've got Isian Isaac Jerome. Am I right?
So that's why I'm going now into
okay, we've got 5 minutes.
Yep.
Should we extend a little bit? You think everybody's okay to extend a little bit for today? Just a little bit.
Would everyone be okay to extend by a little bit beyond the 4 o'clock time?
So that we can cover everybody and also
then
introduce
we can cover all the introductions
as well.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We might need a little bit more time.
Sure. Especially because we started off a little bit later because of technical issues. Okay, Isian, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me? My line was a bit unstable, so yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Isian. Loud and clear.
All right. So I'm Isian. You can call me either Isian or by my surname Ng. And I'm from Miri, Sarawak, and currently a final year student studying psychology. And then I aspire to become a clinical psychologist in the future. And for the dog and cat person question just now, I am both a dog and cat person. So if both are good, why should we choose? They are both cute.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I guess I'm really grateful that I can be chosen to join this program because it's one of the initiatives that really sparked the interest in myself to actually join this program because I never really have any chances in knowing about the entrepreneurship side. So I hopefully through this program I can know more about it and gain knowledge on it. Yeah.
So when you think about psychology, because you're doing psychology, right, Isian? Do you think a different kind of people like dogs, different kind of people like cats? What do you think, in your professional opinion? I'm asking you as a psychologist.
On the different theory, you like why do we have like cat person or do we have dog person, right?
For example.
Because in terms of like general psychology and also theory, which everybody knows, we are all different, personality is different. And due to the culture that we are being indulged in since we are childhood, with our families and also with our environment, this is why we are being attracted with different kind of things. So in terms of this, cats and dogs, and it could be hobbies as well. Why do we like sports? And why some of people like to prefer book instead of sport? So this is why the culture environment since our childhood influences. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I think in future sessions as well, I'm going to ask you to break it down for me, people who like tea and people who like coffee. You know? Yeah, I like both, by the way. So yeah, I'm going to be looking forward to hearing more of your professional, breaking down of all this. Thank you so much, Isian.
Thank you.
Okay, next up we have Isaac. Is that the correct way to call your name?
Yeah, so my name is Isaac.
Hi,
17,
Isaac.
and I'm from TJC.
Mm-hmm.
I like to play badminton in my free time.
Wow, this tournament is definitely going to happen, I think. Peng An's like looking forward to this already. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay. What else do you like, Isaac?
I like to play games.
Mm.
Yeah, computer game or mobile game, like to keep time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I think that's about it. I'm not a very interesting person.
Oh no, as I've already said from the start, right? We are all very modest here. So that's definitely one of the most modest statements that can come from someone. So no problems about that. Yeah. Thank you, Isaac. So we have Jerome.
Hello, my
Hi,
name is
Jerome.
Jerome, and I'm a student in Temasek JC. I'm 17 years old this year. My hobby is playing basketball.
Basketball, okay.
Yes.
You're breaking the trend, but I'm pretty sure once we go back again, next session, there'll be more than a few basketball players as well. I'm sure about that.
Okay.
Not to be a stereotype or caricature, but usually people play basketball tend to be quite tall. So are you tall, Isaac?
I'm Jerome.
Oh, sorry. Jerome, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you tall, Jerome?
I wouldn't say I'm really tall. My height is like 189 cm.
You're not very tall. You're just tall, you know. I'm sorry to break it to you, Jerome. You're not very tall, You're just tall, Like I'm not very short. I'm just short, So, but it's okay, Not everyone needs to be very tall or very, very tall. I just wish I was tall, but never mind. I have to go for more Pilates session and torture myself into getting taller. Okay. What else would you like to share about yourself, Jerome?
I think that's all.
Yeah. Would you like to find more basketball players amongst the youth stewards? Then we can have a parallel tournament next alongside the badminton.
Yeah, of course. It'll be interesting to know more people.
Yeah, journey of possibilities. Let's find that out in the next future session. Okay. Let's see now. Have I gone through everyone? If I have, then might I ask Vashima also to?
Yeah, we have another one. Navita just come in.
Navita, is she in already?
She
Yeah,
came in and she exited. Oh,
yeah,
are
she
you
came in
here?
and she exited. That's why I was asking, is there anyone else?
I just came in.
Huh, where are you?
I don't see
Navita.
Oh, there she is. Here, in between Sharon and
Chai,
Marivic.
Jay.
Navita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Navita, please. We'd love to hear from you. Please introduce yourself.
Okay.
So my name is Navita and I'm 22 years old and I just finished my diploma in information security. So I'm doing a job in Udrive Media as a IT trainer. So, and also I'm planning to take certificate in CCNA to improve my skills. So other than that, I also got 2 certificates as international gold medal in art and teaching entrepreneurship. So I sell my own product and I get a gold medal for that. So doing the marketing for that. Other than that,
That's fabulous.
other than that, I'm not sure. If my family background, then I'm a single parent. My mother so to get me, and I'm the first child, anak sulung. So I
Only
have
child, eldest.
I got 2 more brothers also, youngest. So I have the leadership skills and also to take care everything. Like leadership skill, I can say that simply.
You lead your 2 siblings, right?
Yeah.
Do they listen to you or they pretend they listen to you?
They pretend to listen and they also listen one very naughty one. Youngest, right?
I'm a middle child because I have an older brother and younger brother. So I'm not sure whether I listen to any one of them because being middle child, you're kind of, neither here nor there. Where do you
Same as
stay
my
in
brother.
Malaysia, Navita?
Yeah, I'm staying in Malaysia at Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, Kuala Lumpur itself.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Okay, hopefully when the borders reopen, then I can go back up there during my usual once every 2 months to visit.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be fabulous. Okay, thank you, Navita. Welcome. Okay, have I missed out anyone else who came in late or later into the Zoom? No one, right? Okay, if I have covered everyone, then Vashima, would you like to just do a quick introduction and say hi to everyone?
Yes, a big hello to everyone.
Hello,
Such
Vashima.
amazing friends. My name is Vashima, and I have been locked down in India since March. And having spent 30 years in Singapore working in education, I am really loving being in India and doing things and playing with possibilities that I've never had the chance to do. So I'm in a position where I can wake up in the morning and think, what is it that excites me? And then I don't have to think what stops me from doing it. I just go do it. So things like painting the walls. Look, this wall I painted over here. I just went and managed to get few things and started painting walls. And then I started growing vegetables, flowers. So I have a beautiful garden in these 9-10 months. And that's been my life. And since I'm interested in how the mind learns and how we teach, so the mind absorbs, I decided to have a dog. So I was very happy that there are so many dogs and cat lovers because I have been wanting to be, my desire to be a dog trainer. I worked with children with a lot of freedom and basically as minimum rules as possible. So this time I'm applying my pedagogy in training a beautiful dog who we've named Tango. And I've learned to have an Instagram page for Tango. Please, I will send it to you, have a look. So you will see that how I'm training myself to be a dog trainer. From being and working with children with no rules, I'm trying to get rules back into my life a little bit, but also busting a lot of theories about dog training. So that's been my journey in the last 10 months that I've been locked down. And for all of you, I can't wait to get to know you better. And as Penyan said, that if you all could make a rose, that's a super idea. And can I also give a little bit of work for us to get to know to each other? Can you start a small journal? And in this talk that we've had, sharing session, can you list down some of the things that you have heard other participants talk about, that they do, and what is it that interests you? 1 or 2 ideas, maybe 3 ideas of what can be done that interests you that other people are doing. Can you make a list of that so that we will bring back all that information and make it part of ourselves so that we can bond with each other through our resources? My idea of this journey also includes using ourselves as resources. There is no more going somewhere else, but finding ourselves as who we are and finding our strengths and be willing to share our strengths. So that can be one of the steps by which we get to take this journey and give ourselves to participate wholeheartedly. Does that sound good?
Yep.
If it does, put your hands up because I can see you then. Yes, I look forward to getting to know each one of you better and use ourselves as a resource. That is my mantra for our first connection.
How fabulous. So Vashima, I have a question to ask of you. Your dog is called Tango, right?
Yes.
So what kind of tango? There are 8 different types of tango.
Yes. So we are right now learning the very basics. So he's learning how to speak.
How fabulous.
There goes the cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes. So when we ask him, what's your name? He has a different bark. When we ask him, are you hungry? He has a different bark.
Right.
So would you like to sing? Then he has a different tune for it. When I ask him, are you bored? Then he goes around in circles. So I'm learning to create our own language with him. So that's my learning, because I had to come out of my comfort zone. Working with adults and children, I had become so comfortable. I just almost could predict what the next step is going to be. But in this case, I am living with complete ambiguity. I don't know how to teach him the next big thing, next epic thing. But that's the journey that I'm enjoying. So this month, dog is my teacher. Tango is my teacher.
How fabulous. Well, tango is a dance of passion. So I'm sure, you know, it's going to be a very passionate time learning from one another. That's for sure.
Yes.
And by the way, dogs make such great blankets and pillows, by the way.
Oh, you're talking about it. There's a whole series of how he prefers to rest and sleep and snuggle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So enjoy. You know, I'm jealous.
But I love meeting everyone. A big hug, a virtual hug to everyone around the world. Even the one sitting in London, if it's cold and rainy, you're getting a warm hug from all of us. So thank you for being on this journey.
Thank you, Vashima, for those, you know, lovely, encouraging, and very instructive words as well. Thank you so much.
So we are our own resource. That's the mantra for now.
Right. So we've gone through everyone, and I think everyone will agree that it's been a very good first introductory session. And again, thank you as well for agreeing to stay on for a few more minutes for the extension. Maybe we would just like to finish off with just tying up a few more of the administrative details so that by the time we move on into the next sessions, then we would already have a much clearer idea as well going forward what we want to do. Pengan, do you want to just tell them about the scheduling that we've got? Wait, you're mute.
Yeah. So we've decided to keep this very simple so that it's easy for us to track this. So the first 4 months, which is January, right? January 2012, is 4 weeks. So every week we will keep to the same timing. Thursday, 2:30 for the youth, 2:30 to 4. So the first half hour, the mentors and the program partners will prep, and then after we close up, the adults will spend another hour essentially reflecting. So for the first 4 sessions, essentially there's the 4 W's as a guideline. So today we have basically completed the who am I, and I think with Washima's we are our own resource, and starting a journal would be very helpful for us all to track our own journey. Like I say, it's going into the ambiguity, which is very exciting actually, and getting to know each other deeper, and bonding, and then making discovery of each other and ourselves. So the 4 W's, if you look at the Bilberries Blue YouTube, so I won't go through the slides, but I will point you to how the YouTube is. Yeah. So if you look very quickly, on our YouTube channel, if you type Bilberries Blue YouTube, you will hit it already, because Bilberries Blue is very unique actually. The name was chosen specifically like this. Another time we will explain what it means. But there is a playlist essentially of Bilberries Blue youth stewardship program, and we call it a pedagogical provocation library, which we won't go into the explanation of that today, because I think that was a lot that we've nuggets that we've put for ourselves. So, but I just want you to navigate here, and you can just start and have a look at what are the materials here to give an idea. But for the first session, the first month essentially is getting through these 4 W's. Who am I? What am I? Where am I going? Why am I doing what I am doing? So the first month are some of these inquiries and exploration in the context of a pandemic, and that we are our own resource. Yeah. So then from there on, we will meet every month. I've got a schedule. To prevent myself from being absent-minded, I've actually got a physical calendar for this year, because all the toggling was making my head very flat actually, and giving me a headache. So I realized I've become very old-fashioned again, and the pencil and the paper seems to be able to organize me. So after the first month, that's January, then every month is a February, and I've put down a kind of like the middle of the month. Okay, we actually have all the Zoom links already set up. So once we didn't want to overwhelm everybody by sending it out in the first email.
Yeah.
But after this, we should be able to send it out, and you just have to log it into your calendar. Barring anything, we wouldn't be changing this date. Okay. So even if anyone was unable to make the session, any of our mentors, one of us will jump in and continue the session. And even if we don't turn up, you guys can continue the session too. I think that's how it's going to be the least disruptive for all our work and studies as well. So each and every one of us have full-time work as well. We're all like full-time family, full-time work, full-time, all our initiatives, and work. And I think that's the beauty of this program, because that's the statement we are making too, right? That we live it. We just absolutely love living like this, and being organized is a very key thing to be able to do as many possibilities successfully, actually, right? It's not about the accomplishment and achievement per se, but it's that you've given it your all, and starting to fit and finishing something. It's better than thinking you want to do a lot of things and then not even being able to start and finish one small thing. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So being organized, get a calendar, get your journal, make your piece rolls. So if you commit to the journey, you get a lot out of it. If you're just sitting and thinking something's going to happen, nothing's going to happen. Because what's going to happen is going to happen to you yourself personally, and can only happen to you yourself personally if you put in the participation. So Washima always teaches me, you know, and I say the word teach because she is my guru, right? She taught me a lot of things. And she said, you know, we speak a lot about protection and provision, but we do not speak enough and act enough about participation. So here we are. Okay, and it looks like this. She's smiling at me. Well, there you go. So this is a relationship with a mentor. And by the way, Bernadette is also my mentor. That will be for another day, another story. And it involves pottery. Okay, so we have a lot of stories. Keep writing your stories as well. Those of you who love books, I believe you're writers as well. And poets. I believe that. And those who sing as well. And those who dance as well. Those who play sports as well. And those who love all the other hobbies as well. You have it all inside you. So operational matters, yes, stick to that thing. And yes, so 12. I have only charted us to December because I find that last December was a very reflective moment. It was awful actually to get through last December. I'm sure all of you had that moment as well, where you were reflecting about 2020. It was awful, wasn't it? When you had to go through what 2020 was and then turn yourself around by New Year's Eve in time for January. I know I went through that. Oh, I had a friend in Harvard. She's not here today, but she's part of the program. Yeah, it was really awful to her. I told her, just leave me alone. And it actually did happen. When she comes on this, we will share this story. So it's very real where we are right now, even though with all the sing-song and stuff. So, and it's important to acknowledge it. So I've just charted this up to December so that we journey 1 year and then we do a deep tick stock for 2022. And we hope that by July 2022, we will get to see each other in Cambridge, in Fitzwilliam College in Cambridge. Then along the way, we have, let me see here, seven
pedagogical documentation.
Yes, 7 pedagogical documentation. It mirrors or it tracks this journey, right? This one is our making the impossible possible deck. Okay, it's the provocation number 2. Oh no, wait, are you hearing this? No. Wait, something's happening to my sir.
No, we just hear you.
Okay, maybe it's wanting me to do this. Okay, I will close with me singing, although it's quite terrible and we're running a little bit, but I think it's playing for me. Sometimes I think the computers have AI intentions that we maybe listen to. Okay, but this is the deck where there's 7, 1 dignity, 1 identity, 2 dignity, 3 recreate, 4 live for others, 5 creativity, 6 entrepreneurial mindset, 7 journey of possibilities. And at work, I actually talk like this and I go at this speed as well. So it's quite terrible. I'm not sure if you all saw the slides, but essentially there are 7 pedagogical documentation that we hope we can, I don't know what you call it, like maybe a constellation. So it's a constellation. So in Narrative Economics by Robert Schiller, the idea of thinking and knowledge now it's about constellations of ideas, right? So maybe these 7 checkpoints or whatever we call it, making the impossible possible, that journey, you can organize our pedagogical documentation in this way. So we hope that there will be 7 such reflections alongside the four W's, and then essentially 12, right? So 4 plus another 11. So altogether it should be 18. Plus minus 1 or 2. I don't know. I will stop counting. So that's how it is. Yeah. So it's simple, right? Simple to remember, not too much as a program. It's not intended to make you stressful, not supposed to be onerous on whatever's on your plate already, you know. Do something that speaks to your core, as Washima always advises me. And then if our core with each other can connect, we have basically woven our own fabric of being together, our own together, a fabric of togethership, right? And if you were to make that connection visible, think about it. It cannot be if our connection is to be tangible, visible, and represents our voice and participation, how would it look like? How can it be seen? How can it be heard? How can it be touched? How can it be embraced within ourselves? And of course, it's not just going to be us, right? If we were to come together, then who would it be for, and why would we be doing this? Given that we have so many things in our lives already, right? And it isn't about saying, oh, we are going to Cambridge, or that I was chosen for this program, right? So that's really the other thing. It's got to be something that as you are journeying, you're just simply joyful, and that's what we hope, that intrinsic joy, you know, like Bernadette said, it's not about the accomplishment or the achievement. So what's inside, right? And then what's inside must come out. So how does that come out, and in what form, right? So and we are here, and for me, I just want to click the market. So I have that passion, right? That's why I call it, I just want to get our good stuff into the marketplace. But everyone has a different passion and obsession, even almost, right? The future educator, the future engineer, the present, make it all present. Whatever you say the future is going to be, make it present. You are the educator now. You are the engineer now, you know. You are the psychologist now. Make it the present, because yeah, that's life. We are all living in the present now. So back to the making it visible. Think of what Washima had said about tango, you know, and communicating and the different signals. So we hope that as we unfold, this becomes more and more obvious to each of us, right? It's not about showing other people. You know, if you just do what is authentic to you and what means to you, it has very, very big impact that you don't even know why it's impacting others. That's been all our personal journeys to date, you know. So I say, just give it a very good go and give it a good thought. It doesn't have to be very big. It doesn't have to be very onerous, you know. Just do something sincerely from the heart. Speak from the heart, and in your own authenticity. I think when that comes true, you will be amazed. You can touch 7.5 billion people instantly. Yeah. And then serve the 9 billion who's going to come in 2030. Okay. That's my obsession. How do we feed 9 billion people? Okay. And find meaningful work. Okay. Zip. Peace rose back to Sai.
Well, you know, peace rose, right? So that's it really for our first session. I mean, I apologize that we had to extend it a little bit, but I don't apologize for the company, because as I've said, we want to celebrate this together and we are on this journey together. And I'm not sure about everyone else, but for me, I can only speak for myself. It has truly been, you know, a really good first start. In fact, it has exceeded all our expectations, because we came into this not wanting to overthink or overplan it too much, because we don't want to be stymied or held back by, you know, too many structures, too many rules, too regulations, although we put in substance into it. through the thought, through the preparation, through the planning, through the resources that I've said we are going to make available to all of you. And as Vashima put in, the most important resource now is we are, each of us, our own resource. And as I add on to that, then we will pool together, collect together all that resources to avail ourselves of one another. So again, I thank you for being here today with us. And for this month alone, it will be very easy. Same time, same place, 7, 14, 21, 28. Those are the dates for this month, right? And in the meantime, yes?
Can I wrap it up? Can I wrap it up?
Yes, please, Bernadette.
Yeah, because we started this with the first journey, we said, who am I? So as Vashima said, you can reflect on what you learned from each other, but basically it's going back into our inner self, which is the innate. And we can ask ourselves, you can share it or you can make it as your own personal reflection. You can have a small notebook. You can say, today is the first time. You can say, am I happy with who I am at this moment? Because you have described your interests, your hobbies, your education, where you want to be. That will be 18 months later. But today you can say, who am I? Am I happy with who am I? And then you write your thoughts. It could be for your own self, and you can look back at this each time we have this kind of conversation. And then the next 2 questions: who am I today? Which is the first session. And then how else can I be proud of with who am I today? These 2 questions. Then you write in your little diary, and then with your own self as your own resource, as Vashima said, then we will go into this exploration of who am I today? Am I happy with who am I today? How else can I be proud of who I am today? That's my takeaway for you. You can share it with whoever, or you can keep it private. At least you have time to process your thoughts. Okay? I think it will be a good idea, and then to look back at this, and then we'll see how we will unlock the possibilities into reality. Right, Vashima?
You're muted, Vashima. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's it for me. Any last words from anyone before we wrap it up?
Saif.
Yes, Dr. Mali.
Actually, there are one participant, Kushwinder from Asia, cannot join because he got another class.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you.
And she will definitely be with us the next one, so no issue whatsoever.
So what I've got question from Ifa, whether if some people are in class and they can't join, then what we're doing is going to record and we're going to post it publicly, right? And everyone's agreed to that. As you can see, it's the way we've designed and the intent of this, the structure of this program is it's independence, and empowerment comes from independence, from the I can, right? So it's, while we put all the materials and while we have the 1.5 hour sessions, 1.5 hours is not going to be able to grow you to become an empowered person. So a lot of it is, it's basically a place for you to be able to listen to what others are saying or sharing, and then if I effectively take that and deep reflect it, like what Bernie has done. And we are here to really provide some ideas of the toolkits of how you can use that. So the quick answer to some of you may having to miss is that it's okay if you have to have other things that you need to do that that is in your existing program right now, right? With to complete your classes and degrees and etc. or your work, then go ahead and give that the priority, because we will record this and you can come back to it. And then of course you can access the other of your friends and the youth stewards for what would have been missed, but actually we're recording it, we're making it so transparent that what you see is what you get already. Yeah. So don't feel stressed at all. Okay. We don't want this to add on another layer of something you have to do and then it bugs you. This should be giving you strength and pure joy. Yeah. Hope that answers. Does that answer the question?
Any other questions or comments before we close the session by the youth stewards? As you know, this is the right platform for you.
Your photos, Ping An. Take a photo.
Okay, Ping An.
The photographer.
The photographer will take photo before we end.
I also feel that it's good to stay with the questions. It's sometimes good to stay with the questions because in your seeking, they will be answered by yourself. Since we are our own resources, our own neurons will connect and make sense. And most of those questions will be answered with our common sense also, intuitively. And go with that.
How many are you taking? Okay.
All right,
so,
thank you, everyone.
Strike a pose, strike a pose, strike a pose. Sorry, I forgot to unmute. Yes.
Okay. So thank you again.
Just want to thank you for your excellent moderation.
See you next time.
Thank you,
not
Sai.
at all, Vashima. The pleasure
Thank you,
truly
Seth.
and utterly is all mine.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you, big, from
Not
my
at
heart
all.
to yours.
No, not at all. I mean, the pleasure is completely and utterly mine. And as you know, I spent most of my formative years not even within my own country because I was in exile everywhere but home, as Peng An knows. And slowly, the rest of you will find out more things about me, including the
And
fact
foreign
that
affairs.
I spent more time outside of Singapore than in Singapore, and
The
I
meaning,
am
the deep intrigue of foreign affairs.
I used to work and live abroad because I was a serving diplomat. So amongst other things, I do speak multiple languages. Yep, about 8 languages.
That's about.
Yeah. So no worries. Okay. Okay, everyone. Really good seeing everyone, and we'll see you same time, same place next Thursday. Okay. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, be happy. Okay. Be happy and share your happiness with people in whatever way you possibly can. Okay. Stay healthy, stay well, keep yourself well. Until next week. Okay. Okay, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you. See you next week.
See you next week. See Amir, radio voice. See.
Yeah, man. Definitely DJ. Definitely. We got to get here on radio. Publishing.
Not DJ.
Not DJ.
Publishing. He will narrate all
everything.
all
Yeah.
the stories
We
from
navigate
all
the
the different
whole
cultures.
our playlist, you know.
Whether it's
Seriously,
from
Amir,
the
your voice
Philippines
is.
or Malaysia. Yeah, it's
Thank you.
It's radio voice.
All right. Thank you. See you.
Thank you, Amir. See you. See you, Sharifa.
No, Sharifa is
No,
our.
Amir, korang voice.
Sharifa is staying on as our.
Okay.
Thank you.
We should also have TJC. Okay, Navita. See you next week, Navita.
See you all. Goodbye.
Oh, Bernadette.
Stay on. Stay on. Stay on.
Bunny, stay on, Bunny.
Program
Okay.
partners, stay on. Yeah.
Program partners, stay on. We need the TJC.
Oh, I think they've left. Sasa, stay on. Oh,
Yeah, Sasa, stay on. Navita. we can say bye-bye till next week.
See you later, Navita. See you next week.
See you next week, Navita.
Okay.
The program partners, just stay on.
Okay, I'm going to be a little rude and remove. Yeah.
It's okay. Need to get Marcus and Curly back. You just need a.
I don't know. I don't have their phone number. Maybe we should get their phone numbers. Can put them on our website. But maybe if today we just proceed like that. Oh, Fashima left as well. She didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can do a quick debrief. I think.
Oh, Annalisa also left.
Yeah.
Wait, this one I can text straight away.
Yeah.
Sasa.
If anyone wants to go for a quick bathroom break, but we wouldn't do the 1 hour. I think.
No, we don't need to, I think.
We don't need to. But if anyone wants a bathroom break like me, I might just go. Then if we see you can get back the others.
Yeah, I've
yeah.
trying to get back Sasa.